Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Yue Eats. I'm Yue, and I am here to try a new French steakhouse that's supposed to be one of the best steakhouses in New York right now, despite being super new, despite only being around for like 6 months or even less. I'm here at La Tête. I hope I'm saying that right. I did not take French. I did not ever take French in high school. I took Spanish. I believe it's La Tête is how you say it. This place was founded late last year by Chef Daniel. I hope I'm saying this right. I hope I'm saying his name right again. Again, I don't really do French pronunciations, but Chef Daniel Boulud, I believe is how you say it. And yeah, he's famous for the restaurant Daniel, which is regarded by many people as one of the best restaurants in New York, and I think some people even consider it one of the best restaurants in the whole world. So anyways, pretty excited to try this place, and even though it's so new, only 6 months, people are already saying that this French style steakhouse is the best steakhouse in New York. So does it live up to the hype? Let's try it. You're good. All right, guys, so I am now inside of La Tête, and that was the fancy dining room. It looked pretty empty, but they said that they're actually pretty booked, so, but it's okay. I'm here in the bar, and the bar is actually pretty nice as well. Pretty decently lit space, you know, pretty comfortable space, and I like it here, so I don't really mind. Let's take a look at the menu. All right, so La Tête, I really hope I'm saying this right. La Tête, let's take a look at the menu. And my understanding is that this place really has a strong French influence. It's like a French steakhouse. So far, none of this looks super French to me. Maybe sweetbread. Most Americans are really squeamish about that, right? And then some of their soups. Yeah, this stuff is looking really French, like bisques and things like that. And I will be honest, I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to French cuisine, but I'm learning as I go, so just gonna be honest with you guys. I think we might get a salad, because we're gonna probably get 2 meats, but we're gonna get a salad, so wedge salad sounds good, but French wedge salad sounds interesting. And this one's even got some smoked beef tongue, so that sounds really interesting. Then they got some caviar, plateau. I'm guessing these are like seafood towers, like seafood, like a seafood plateau, so to say. So they got some options here as well, oysters and crab legs and whatnot. And then here for the steaks. This is what we're here for the steaks. Steak frites, of course. Can't call yourself a French steakhouse without steak frites, of course. Filet mignon, bavette. Bavette is a cut of steak that it's a European cut. I'm actually not exactly sure where it is. I think it might be like flank steak or flat iron or one of those, but that's looking tempting. Snake River Farms, a 10-ounce Wagyu. But these prices are intense. I mean, look at this New York strip. 14 ounces, 94 bucks, while the Wagyu is 10 ounces, 94 bucks. So the Wagyu is the same price, and the non-Wagyu is 14 ounces. You know, you get a little bit more, but it's the same price. And look at these other prices. Holy moly. 126 bucks for a ribeye, 260 bucks for a porterhouse, about 200 bucks for a Côte de Beef. I'm pretty sure that's a ribeye as well. A market price, other Wagyu, olive fed, strip Australian Wagyu, and strip loin Japanese A5 Wagyu, 160. Wow. Makes me really realize how incredible of a deal we got at that Hune restaurant. For about 160, we got all-you-can-eat Japanese Wagyu, A5 Wagyu, while here, a Japanese A5 Wagyu for just 4 ounces was 160, so yeah, go figure. And then some sauces and butters and yeah, interesting stuff here. Then you can add on some seafood if you want to turn it into like a surf and turf, and they got other proteins here like veal chops, chicken, lamb, salmon, tuna, Maine lobster, vegetables, a lot of your standard sides, and these all look like a standard steakhouse sides, although they got pomme puree instead of just mashed potatoes. Although I usually prefer mashed potatoes to potato puree personally. And then this is the prime rib. The prime rib is supposed to be killer here. It's like a Wagyu prime rib, and this prime rib is supposed to be one of the best prime ribs in New York, if not one of the best in America, or who knows, maybe even the world. So anyways, I think what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna get a steak, maybe either that New York strip or maybe that Snake River Farms Wagyu, both around $94 because everything here is just so crazy expensive. Then we're gonna get that wedge salad, and then of course we're gonna get that prime rib. So let's order. I think I'm ready. Let me do the. Would you recommend the wedge salad?
Yes, if you like something French, that comes the beef tongue on top of that, so it's like something unique.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I'll try that. And then I will do. I want to try 2 meats. Yeah, I'll take home whatever I can't finish. Yeah. Thank you. I'll try. Let me do the bavette.
Lovely.
Yeah. So the strip is from the strip loin. Where's the bavette from? That's like a European cut, right?
Yes. The bavette is from the flank. So the sirloin. Then you have the bottom loin, and then you have the flank. So the flanks, let's say medium, mid part of that's called the bavette.
The flank steak. Okay. Flank. Okay, got it. I hear the prime rib is very good. Yeah, I hear that's what this place is famous for. All right, so yeah, I'll do that, and a lot of stuff I'll take home when I can't finish.
So we'll course it out for you. So we'll do the French wedge first, the salad. You can try that first. Then you try the bavette, and then when you finish it, once you let's say done, I'll send you the prime rib. If you don't feel that you are not able to finish the bavette,
okay,
and you want to take the bavette home and you want to try the prime rib, let me know and I'll fire the prime rib so you can have. I don't want to have all the meat on the table.
Right.
You can just try first the bavette.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the bavette. You want a temperature there, medium rare.
Medium rare, yes, medium rare.
And you want to choose a sauce. Bordelaise is a classic sauce for sure. That has the bone marrow in it with the little mushrooms there, or the compound butter. The butter we just melt it on top of that.
Okay, let me try the Bordelaise.
Bordelaise?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Really, really helpful server. So I think we're gonna get some good stuff. So can't wait.
This is prime rib.
Wow. Oh, good.
Not prime rib. This is
ribeye.
Ribeye.
Yeah.
Ribeye steak.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful. That's and everything is cooked over wood fire there.
Yeah. Wow, look at that open flame. They're all cooked over those flames?
Not the flame, but right now we are burning woods, and then once the wood is down to the charcoal, then we.
I see. That's the flame in the back there. Wow. Very cool. Oh, thanks for showing me. All right, so I'm actually with the owner here, Chef Daniel. He just happened. Are you here every day, or you just happen to be here today?
I'm here every day. I'm here all the time, but I'm in all my restaurants all the time.
Wow.
Restaurant Daniel, of course, is the flagship. 33 years this year, 32 years this year.
Wow.
Restaurant Daniel on 65 and Park, and here La Tête is the latest restaurant we just opened.
Wow.
Steakhouse, beautiful steakhouse. You like steak?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I definitely eat a lot of
How do you like
steak.
your steak?
Medium rare.
Medium
I
rare,
like a
yeah.
nice crust.
Yes,
at least a good crust on one side, but sometimes if you can get it on both, that's a
we
sweet
can
spot.
do medium rare with perfect crust on both sides.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, good stuff. So what would you say makes this place special?
unique.
Yeah, because I'm already hearing that this is, a lot of people say this is already the best steak in New York.
Well, the setting of the place, it is very classic New York, but at the same time contemporary.
Yeah.
So it's a very special feel, the room, the music, the light, and then the food, the service, but then the food, and the wine list, and the food. We pay so much care to our steak. Our prime rib is top notch, but really extraordinary. We have an incredible selection of seafood. We have a big selection of side with the best vegetable there is, and of course the potatoes as well. Potatoes are incredible. A lot of choice of different potatoes.
Wow.
Everything homemade, of course.
Yeah.
And I love it, but a lot of people love it too.
Wow. Good stuff. So I'm going to be doing the salad. I'm going to be doing one of the salads with the beef tongue.
Oh,
and then
that's which is our classic wedge.
Yeah, the wedge, the French wedge. Yes.
French wedge.
Yes.
There's a lot of things French here. Don't forget. I've been in America a very long time. I'm American, but still my DNA is French. So that's what make very good sauce, very good seasoning, perfection in the cuisson. And you talk about your steak having a nice crust and being perfectly medium rare. That's what we can do here. We have the equipment to be able to achieve that.
Wow, good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be trying the prime rib, and I'm also getting the bavette. I hear those are...
Are you going to do all this?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm going to take home when I can't finish, but I'm here making a video, hoping to try a few things.
That's why when people come to Steakhouse, they always have a doggy bag.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's not the doggy who's getting it. You want to eat it the next day.
Well, the dog might get some of it. I do have a dog now, but maybe a little bit.
La Tête d'Or, 24 and Park Avenue in New York City. Place to be.
Sounds good. Well, Chef Daniel, thank you. It was wonderful meeting you.
Good to see you, huh?
Yeah.
Keep making New York a better place for everyone.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so take a look. We got our salad. They brought it not long ago. So let's take a look at this. And this is a wedge salad, but interestingly, this doesn't look like any wedge salad I've had. I mean, wedge salad typically that I'm accustomed to is like a wedge. You know, it's like cut into a wedge. And then the ingredients, the dressings, the toppings go on top. Well, this one, it's like the wedge is like fanned out. Almost looks more like a typical salad. The way it's fanned out, to me, it almost reminds me of like a taco salad with like all the ground beef and all the fixings in the middle. But as I said though, I'm still learning about French cuisine, so maybe this is how French wedge salads tend to be. And Daniel Boulud said that he wants everything to be definitely French flavored and have a French flair and style. So it's got some typical wedge salad ingredients, such as the blue cheese, but the French influence must be that beef tongue. So nothing to it, but to do it, let's just dive right in, why don't we? Let's try to get a little bit of everything on one bite, including that tongue, which we gotta have. Well, that might be too big of a bite. Let's take a little bit off, okay? Oh, that blue cheese is incredible. It's got such a strong, funky flavor. Oh, up until this point, one of my favorite wedge salads was the Gallagher's wedge salad, and I really like the funky blue cheese that comes with it. But here, this one is right up there, maybe even slightly better. I hate the generic blue cheeses that you get at like chain restaurants that don't really taste funky at all. While this blue cheese, just look at how funky it looks. You can just tell it's got some fermented flavor within it, because just look at it. The lettuce tastes really fresh too, but interestingly, I didn't really taste much of the tongue. I feel like the blue cheese kind of covered it up. So let's try this beef tongue just straight up. Huh. It doesn't actually have too much flavor, the beef tongue. Like it's very, very, very bland. I guess I thought the flavor would be stronger. I've had beef tongue before, but not in like a French setting. I've had beef tongue in tacos, like lengua tacos. Love them. One of my favorite tacos. This one, it tastes incredibly soft. Like it's soft and like, I don't know, it kind of has a really bland, mild flavor. It comes apart so easily. Let me see if I can show you guys. But look, you can like literally cut it with like a fork. Like that's just how soft it is, and it comes apart in your mouth like effortlessly. And the texture is almost like like a cold cut, almost like a really soft like piece of bologna or like salami or something. But interestingly, it doesn't really have a strong beef flavor. Although I don't know if you can see, the texture is a little bit more grainy, so to say, but yeah, interesting. I mean, I would say that the star here is definitely that blue cheese, and the beef tongue kind of adds like a more background flavor, I'd say. I guess I thought that the beef tongue would like play more of a prominent role, but not really. So more of a background flavor. But let's eat more of this funky blue cheese. Really, really good. It might not be wedge shaped, but it tastes delicious. That's all I care about. And actually, they brought the bread earlier, and we haven't reviewed the bread yet, so let's give this a try. Why don't we? Nice crusty French bread, hopefully crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. So I'm also digging this butter design. Like they kind of like they just took like a comb across it. That's what it looks like, and made this pretty design. I'm sure they got something much more elegant than a comb. But ooh, just look at how smooth this butter is. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's take a bite out of this. Well, I think we need more butter though. So the bread is a little thick. It's a nice, like, hearty, crusty bread, but it kind of means that you need to add more butter, I think, because you can hardly taste the butter. But what you can taste, Very rich and creamy.
So lovely, but when I heard he found this, how excited he gets. And so he called me on the way home. And was like,
Yeah, you definitely have to add more butter to compensate for the thicker, more dense bread. This butter, like I said, it's not just shaped beautifully, it's so smooth. I mean, you saw how easily I was able to spread it. I mean, let me show you again. Just look at how easily this butter spreads. It's almost more like lotion than butter. Yeah, all right, I guess I'll move this here, yeah. Wonderful, thank you. All right, so here we have the bavette steak, and I may not know too much about a bavette steak, but my understanding is that it's known for having a really, really nice beefy flavor, and yeah, hopefully it's gonna be tender and not just flavorful. And yeah, actually this wasn't too expensive of a steak, considering that it's a Snake River Farms Wagyu. That's why I ordered this as opposed to the other cuts. But hopefully the flavor lives up to the price. So I'm guessing that's like a butter they have on top that maybe I can dip it in. And this is a wonderful looking steak. Let's check the doneness on the inside, on the middle. Okay, I asked for a medium rare. I think that's not bad. Maybe a little bit rare in some parts, but I think maybe some parts are more on the rare end. But I actually don't think this is too badly cooked of a steak. And let's see if the sear is on both sides of the steak. But look, we got sear on one side. We got a sear around the entire steak. So this texture is almost like a hanger steak, and those can be incredibly tender. All right, let's give this a try. Cheers, guys. Wow, that is an incredibly tender, incredibly marbled, incredibly fatty. Guys, this is a very, very good steak. I mean, it's good meat. It's a Snake River Farms Wagyu, but they prepared it well. Like, sure, maybe parts of it are a little bit rare, but it is incredibly tender. Like, you can taste that Wagyu fat, which just tastes so delicious, like melts in your mouth, so juicy, so savory, that fat. Like, it's a delicious flavor that only Wagyu fat can really offer. Like, something about Wagyu fat just hits different when it's done well, when they really, you know, showcase it. And the sear around the entire steak, not just one side, they got sear across the entire steak. Like, here, let me show you. Seriously amazing. Yeah, pun intended there. Look, they got a sear across the whole guy, so you got caramelization in every bite. It's actually not really crunchy. Like, I like when the sear adds like a crunch as well. So in this case, it's seared, but it's not really crunchy, but it is very similar to a hanger steak, I believe. Like the texture and the tenderness, and just like the flavor even. So, oh, let's just eat another piece. It's so good. All right. Some of the more rare pieces though are a little bit chewy. So that's when like you don't quite nail the medium rare. If it's more rare, then it's gonna be a little chewy. So that's a shame, but the flavor is wonderful. They've generally executed this well, I think. Well, except for some of the pieces that are a little bit, you know, on the rare end, and you know, you might say it's still mooing or whatnot, but flavor great. Let's try the Bordelaise sauce. We might be losing the light soon, guys. I really wish they were able to put me in the other room, but let's take some of this and give this a try. Okay. The sauce is really, really good. Like, it's got some red wine flavor. It's really savory. I really, really like it. Not too runny, not too thick, and really savory flavor. A little sweet too. I really dig this sauce, but with meat this good, guys, you really don't want to cover up the flavor of this Snake River Farms Wagyu. So I'm gonna keep eating this, and anyways, hopefully best for last. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, sounds good. No worries. All right, guys, so we have quite an impressive spread of food here. Not just a prime rib, we got a lot of stuff, and we might be losing the light. I sat here because we're near natural light, but we could be running out, so we might have to be quick. But yeah, this is the prime rib, Wagyu prime rib. A lot of people say that this is like a life-changing prime rib. Here we have spinach, pomme puree, basically potato puree, and a popover, really generously sized popover. So let's take the bite. out of this prime rib. All right.
No, you can transfer it. So no worries at all. We just have to. I'll grab your drinks as well.
Wow, that is one of the juiciest prime ribs I've ever had. And up until this point, the best prime rib I've had was at Fort Charles prime rib. This is the best one. This one takes the cake. It's like I said, guys, to some extent, nothing can replicate that Wagyu fat, like that amazing savory sensation you get from Wagyu fat. And the fat here is just incredible. This prime rib is just so unbelievably juicy. The flavor of the beef is good too. It's also cut to like the perfect thickness, I think. Like I don't like when they're too thick. It kind of can be like a dry mouthful just because of how thick it is. Like a prime rib is never gonna be as juicy as a steak in my opinion. And this sauce that it's served with too, similar to the bordelaise sauce I had earlier. Like it's savory, it's a little sweet, not too salty, oh my goodness. Incredible prime rib, guys, and this prime rib totally lived up to the hype. Let me try a piece of this this fat before I move on. Oh. Oh, just the way that fat like melts in your mouth. Oh my goodness. Incredible. There's no contest. This is the best prime rib I've ever had. Like hands down. It's a shame that they could only seat me in the bar and not in the main dining room. Otherwise, I think they have like a cart that they wheel out and they slice it for you. But oh my goodness, that intact and like caramelized fat is just incredible. Like I hate when prime ribs have big pieces of blubbery, unrendered fat. That's basically like, I don't really like it. I think it's kind of gross on those prime ribs. Like it's a jaw workout or it's just pure fat and it's gross and doesn't really make you feel good afterwards. But this fat is like intact and it's like slightly caramelized and oh my goodness, it's like a life-changing Wagyu fat, wow. Let's try some of this super green spinach. This is such green spinach, it's like you know, fitting for Popeye the Sailor Man. Okay, it's okay. I mean, it might look nice and colorful and green like a cartoon, but I think that spinach is only okay in my opinion. Like that spinach, it just tastes like normal spinach and nothing special, to be honest. Nothing really special about its flavor, and if anything, it's a little bit undersalted, I think. So, not great. And then let's try the palm puree, the potato puree. Let's try some of this. Oh yeah, that's really good. That potato puree is really good, and I feel like I would like it even more had I not had that amazing fatty Wagyu prime rib right there. Really, really good. I now kind of see that this is a very creamy, really heavy palm puree, and the prime rib, of course, is very fatty and heavy. So the spinach is supposed to provide like a change of pace, like a healthy palate cleanser or change of pace, so to say. I mean, it's pretty good, guys. I mean, it's super smooth, this palm puree, buttery, creamy, and yeah, I mean, you puree potato, you add butter and cream and you know, salt into it. It's not really gonna taste bad. So really, really, really good. Although interestingly, this is kind of almost less good compared to other things we had today, but good nonetheless. And last, the gargantuan popover. Look at how big this popover is. Look, it literally is bigger than the palm of my hand, than my whole hand almost. Humongous. I mean, I could hold it like this angle and it looks like it's as big as my head. No, I'll hold it like level to my head. Just look at how big this is. Look, I don't know, it looks like a Goomba from like Mario or something, like you jump on top of it. It's good, but you know, there's like a strange, I'm not saying it's burnt, it's not, but the crust almost has like this kind of smoky flavor, almost as if it had been burnt or cooked too long. So let me show you. The crust just kind of has this off-putting aftertaste, really like something it does taste a little bit burnt. I don't think it is, I think that's a stylistic choice, but I just don't like the taste of it, the aftertaste. Guys though, other than the popover, I think everything else I ate was pretty nice, a great meal, and it was expensive, and more thoughts on that later, but yeah, I mean, everything tasted good, I will say that, so gonna eat more, and final thoughts outside. All right, guys, so we finished eating at La Tador, and yeah, it was kind of cool that we got to meet Chef Daniel, right? He saw I was filming B-roll of the main dining room, and you know, he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Oh, this is for YouTube." And then he took me over to show me the steak and the kitchen, and he even offered to say some words. So that was really, really cool. But honestly, the food was really, really good. I expected the bavette steak to be good since it was, you know, Snake River Farms Wagyu beef, which is good stuff. But that prime rib really blew me away. That was incredible prime rib. I've had a lot of good prime ribs at this point, but that was, at this point, hands down the best prime rib I've ever had in my whole life. Even compared to the other great spots I've been to, this was the best. It was that good. I do want to say though that the prices were kind of high. I know the prime rib came with a bunch of sides, but yeah, even though I know it was like Wagyu and things like that, the prices were high, and even the non-Wagyu stuff was expensive. So that's kind of why I went with the Wagyu stuff, since I figured, you know, if I'm gonna spend this much money, I might as well get a better bang for my buck. But yeah, I mean, the prices are high. I think even for the quality, I'm not quite necessarily sure if it was necessarily worth it for how much you paid. But so I don't know, guys. I mean, for a special occasion, or if someone else is paying, like if it's like a work dinner with clients or something, and you know, you can get someone else to foot the bill, then yeah, I definitely would recommend La Tador, because the food was outstanding. If you're paying just by yourself, if it's out of pocket, maybe save it for a special occasion, because it is a little bit on the pricey end. But food was fantastic. Chef Daniel, really, really nice guy, and yeah, service was also immaculate. Really, really great service. So, but anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. And have you eaten at La Tador before? Do you think La Tador lives up to the hype? And have you eaten at any of Chef Daniel's other restaurants, such as Daniel? So let me know in the comments, because great minds eat alike. And as always, if you like my vids, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. So anyways, I am gonna head home now with my leftovers, with my prime rib. There's no more steak left. I made sure to eat all the steak. So until next time, I'll see you later.